Learn German one step at a time. In today's lesson, I introduce some new vocabulary to you. And that means some new verbs. But my recommendation to you would be that you download the vocabulary list from the homepage in the description. That would be sven.kir.jp/AOT. There you can download the German-English and German-Japanese vocabulary lists. On that list, only the most important vocabulary is written, and in this podcast I only introduce the very, very most important vocabulary to you. So in this episode I introduce new verbs to you. The most important verb you already should know. It was introduced in podcast episode 10, I am, you are, the verb ich bin, du bist. Just as in English, to be, this is the most important verb. So let's learn 4 new other verbs. The first one is hören. It means hear in English. Hören. The next verb, kosten. It means cost in English. Kosten. These 2 verbs are regular verbs, and you use them like introduced in podcast episode 9, just normally. The next 2 verbs are irregular verbs, and later I'll explain what is irregular about them. The first verb, sehen. It means see in English. Sehen. The next one, sprechen. It means speak in English. Sprechen. These 2 verbs, sehen and sprechen, are irregular, but it's not a big thing. Irregular means here, when used with du, in English you don't say du sehst, but you put an I in between, so it becomes du siehst. In English, you see. Du siehst. And with he, she and it, just the same, you put an I between S and E, so it becomes er sieht. He sees. Sie sieht. She sees. Es sieht. It sees. Sprechen, speak, is almost the same. With du, you don't say du sprechst, you say du sprichst. You exchange the I for an I. Du sprichst. You speak. And with he, she, it, er spricht. He speaks. Sie spricht. She speaks. Es spricht. It speaks. All the other variations, for example, we, they, are just like regular verbs. Only with do and with he, she, it, you have this change, I for an E. Let's repeat the 4 verbs you learned today. English hear is German hören. English kost is German kosten. English see is German sehen. English speak is German sprechen. That's all for today. Let's meet again in the next episode. Tschüss!